The rain was a soft whisper against the cafe window. Alexa stared into his coffee half empty, lukewarm, forgotten. He'd been there for hours. Laptop open, dozens of tabs screaming at him. Top 10 business ideas of 2025. How to make money fast. Start your AI startup today. He sighed. A quiet sound lost in the cafe's hum. Everyone says they want to start a business, he murmured. But most never do. Across from him sat Eli, his old mentor. A man whose calm presence could silence the world's noise. Eli smiled gently. You know, Alexa, most people who say they want to start a business never actually do, and the ones who try often waste years chasing doomed ideas. They follow trends, copy others, or dive into industries they know nothing about. Alexa looked up, a flicker of hope in his tired eyes. Then what should I do? Simple, Eli said, his voice clear and steady. Find something that makes sense for you, not what's popular. That single sentence hung in the air, more potent than the aroma of coffee. Eli slid a napkin across the table. On it, he drew 4 circles that overlapped in the very center. This, he said, is called Ikigai. It's a Japanese concept that means a reason for being. It's the secret to finding a business that truly fits your life, not just your bank account. He pointed to the first circle. This is what you're good at. Your natural talents, your hard-earned skills, the things that make you stand out. Are you a brilliant communicator? A natural builder? You want your business to feel like you're playing on home turf with every advantage. Then, he moved his finger to the second circle. This one is what you love. Because building a business is tough, Alexa. There will be long nights, crushing failures, and moments of crippling doubt. But if you love what you do, you'll find the strength to keep going when everyone else quits. Alexa nodded slowly, a memory surfacing the way he'd lose track of time designing websites for his friends, just for the joy of it. Now, Eli continued, tapping the third circle, this is what people will actually pay for. Because if no one is willing to buy what you're selling, it's not a business, it's just a hobby, a potentially very expensive one. And the last one? Alexa asked, leaning forward. Eli smiled. This one is what the world needs. It's optional, but it's powerful. If your work makes life better for others, if it contributes something meaningful, you'll never run out of purpose. You'll have a fire that money can't buy. He drew a bold X where all 4 circles met. Right here. My friend, this is your Ikigai. It's the sweet spot where your passion, your skill, the market's demand, and a greater purpose all come together. Days passed. Alexa filled notebooks, his mind buzzing. He scribbled down ideas, explored possibilities, and crossed out dozens of dead ends. He analyzed his skills, his passions, and the problems he saw in the world around him. And then, finally, something clicked. The pieces fell into place with a satisfying snap. He realized he was great at digital design. He loved helping small, passionate businesses tell their stories, and people were always looking for good, authentic branding. That was it. That was his He practically ran to Eli's office, bursting with newfound energy. I've found it. I'm going to start a design agency for small businesses. Eli leaned back in his chair, a proud smile spreading across his face. Good. That's the first and hardest step, but now comes the real challenge, standing out from the crowd. He walked over to a whiteboard and drew 2 oceans. One was a chaotic scribble of red, the other a calm, open expanse of blue. The world of business, he explained, is split into 2 seas. The red ocean is where everyone competes. It's crowded, bloody, and full of companies fighting over the same customers, driving prices down and turning their products into commodities. They're all just fighting for scraps. Then there's the blue ocean. It's wide, peaceful, and untouched. This is where you don't compete, you create. You make the competition irrelevant by creating a new market entirely. He told Alexa the story of Cirque du Soleil. Instead of trying to compete with traditional, low-cost circuses with animals and clowns, they completely reimagined the experience. They blended circus arts with theater, sophisticated music, and powerful storytelling. They created an entirely new form of entertainment for a whole new audience. That, Eli said, tapping the blue part of the whiteboard, is the blue ocean strategy. You stop competing head-on and start innovating. Alexa's eyes widened with understanding. So, instead of just being another generic design agency, I could specialize. I could focus only on creating brand stories for eco-friendly companies. Eli nodded, his smile growing wider. Exactly. That's your blue ocean. You're not just a designer anymore. You're the go-to expert for a specific, passionate group of people who need exactly what you offer. Weeks turned into months. Armed with his Ikigai and his blue ocean strategy, Alexer began building his business model. He used a framework Eli called the Lean Canvas, a simple, one-page business plan with 9 boxes. It forced him to answer the most critical questions. What problem are you solving? Who are your customers? What makes you different? He filled every box with intention. His problem? Small. Sustainable brands have amazing missions but often struggle to communicate their story effectively online. His customer? Passionate, eco-conscious startups and small local shops. His unique promise? Designs that tell your story and move hearts. He mapped out his revenue streams, his costs, his marketing channels, everything. The dream in his head was finally taking shape on paper, becoming tangible, real. Months later, on a crisp, bright morning, Alexer stood in his new office. It was small, filled with plants and sunlight. On his screen, the first logo he'd created for his first paying client glowed. Eli stopped by, sipping coffee from a paper cup. He looked around, taking it all in. You did it, he said softly. Alexer smiled, a genuine, confident smile. Not yet, but I'm on my way. Eli nodded. Remember this? Alexer, clarity isn't something you find once. It's a practice. It's something you live every single day. Keep listening to your customers, keep refining your purpose, and your business will keep growing. That night, as the city lights flickered to life outside his window, Alexer opened a fresh page in his notebook. At the top, he wrote those 4 powerful questions. What am I good at? What do I love? What can I get paid for? What does the world need? And underneath, he wrote his own, name bold, confident, and ready for what was next. The rain had stopped. The streets were quiet. But for Alexer, it felt like the world was just waking up. He wasn't chasing a trend anymore. He was building a legacy, one that truly made sense for him. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content to help you build a life and a business with purpose. See you next time.